Hello crafters, Gareth from G's Creations, and welcome to today's video. As I create my card base, I was in my local pound store and I was looking at, summer and how sand is a traditional kind of, you think of sand, you think of summer. And I was in the DIY section of my local Poundland and I saw this big value pack of sandpaper, and it's 25 sheets for £1, and I thought it was great value for money. And it got me thinking, why can't I use sandpaper as sand on Christmas cards, on greeting cards? I did this one here, and this is using the Hello Summer stamp set and also using the Stitch Edge wavy die. So the stamp set and these dies are available from my store. Then I just distressed inked the background, and I just used walnut stain on the edge of the sand, and it really does, I mean, obviously because of the texture and because it is sand, I think it looks really good. I'm not going to do this card with you on camera. I am going to do another one, but it will be a 6x6 card. So I'm just going to, first thing I need to do is obviously cut a sheet of sandpaper. Now this sandpaper that I got from Poundland, it comes in three different kind of textures. You've got fine, medium and coarse. So I'm just going to use any one that I take out. I'm not bothered about the coarseness of it, and I'm going to cut it using my trimmer, but I'm going to turn it over. And I'm just going to measure up 6 inches because I'm going to be making a 6x6 card with you today. As most of you know, 6x6 cards are one of my favourite sizes to make. It cuts really well, especially on one of these rotary cutters. I'm not sure how well it would cut on just a standard blade trimmer, but it cuts really well on a rotary blade. Is that 6 inches? Sorry, I think I just went over the 6-inch mark. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then I've also got this sheet here, which I got in a Kaisercraft Coastal Escape collection last year, and I got that from Edith from Scrapbooking with Me. And I'm also going to cut this, so it's 6x6. So I can get 2 cards out of that. But what I'm going to do is, this is going to be my sand, but what I'm going to do is, if it tears, which way do I need to tear it? Alright, I need to tear it this way, and I'm going to use this as the ocean, but I think I need it to go all the way over like that, and I'm going to glue that onto my card. So this basically works as the sand, the beach, and this is the ocean, and these are the waves. So I'm just going to put that to one side. I'm going to get my art glitter glue. Now obviously you will need to put a bit more glue on here than you traditionally would, because it's a textured piece of paper that I'm going to be gluing this onto. So I'm going to put quite a bit of the art glitter glue. Turn that around. I'm going to stick that directly onto the piece of sandpaper and just put that to one side. Now I've got these die sets which are available from my store. You've got the mermaid, and then you've got the summer kit, and that comes with summer, it comes with a cocktail, and it comes with a palm tree, a lounger, and it comes with these shells. Now I want to utilize the shells to go on my beach, so I'm going to choose another piece of paper from that designer pack, what I have left. I don't have much of this left because I'm a big nautical fan, so I didn't waste time in using it all. This is lovely. I think I might go for this. I I think I'm going to cut up a piece of this down here, and I'm going to cut some of the shells. I also like this colour here, so using those two pieces of paper, I'm going to get my cuttle bug, and we are going to cut out some nautical shells. So traditional A plate, B plate and C plate combination. Pop on my piece of paper, make sure I've got my shells and starfish. Now, one of the things I like about these and some of the other dies that I have, these dies you can actually use as stencils as well, because if you notice on the back of, if I can get it back in, if I can find out which way it goes to get it back in, which way does it go? Is it that way? Right. I've now put that back in, but I'm going to use some vintage photo and my ink blending tool from Little Acres Creations, which I love, by the way. And I'm going to, I should have done this beforehand, I think. I don't think it's going to come out very well. But these dies are designed for you to use them as stencils as well, to put some extra detail. I'm not too sure how well this is going to show, because I should have done it before I processed it, but there you go. As you can see, it's not very clear because I should have done it beforehand, before I put it through. But the backs of these are designed to use as stencils, so you can put some finishing detail on your cuts. Let me bring over this chap here and see if I can get that to work. See, there we go, and then it gives you the detail, and I think that's a lovely thing that the die sets actually do that. So move my dies out the way, but bring my cuts out. I'm going to utilize those. I'm going to put them on my beach, just in the corner here, but in different heights. So I'm probably going to use some foam dots. Right, I'm going to have this star on the bottom. Using back to the art glitter glue, I'm going to have you on the bottom, but I'm going to raise with my foam dots, which you can also get from G's Embellishment Emporium. I'll leave a link for my store in the description bar and in the comments. Just want to give this card a bit more dimension. Put this one straight in. I'm going to turn that one upwards, and we are going to use this starfish. I'm going to raise that up as well. I'm just going to put one in the center, and we're going to raise you up like that. Just a cluster of sort of animation in the corner there. Bring over my card base, and I can now adhere this to my card base. I think I'm going to have sun and sand. I'm going to stamp that on the inside using the I think I might use the vintage photo actually. Sun and sand. And then I'm just going to attach some of these die cuts on the inside, just to use them up and to give the inside a bit of interest as well. too. It's a really simple card, but I think it has a really good effect, because obviously the sandpaper has like a glisten, and then you have the sea with the waves. I think it's really cute. So just bring over the other one that I did, and that was using the wavy edge lines. So you can really let your imagination run wild when it comes to using sandpaper and non-traditional craft items in your projects. So there we go, crafters, here's today's video. I hope you recreate it. If you do recreate it, head over to G's Creations on Facebook and show us your recreation. The stamp sets and the dies are available from my store. There'll be a link below. And the sandpaper I got from my local pound shop. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon with more craft. Take care now. Bye bye.